All right, let's begin with Shikshashtakam. Cheto-darpana-marjanam, bhava-maha-davagni-nirvapanam, Shreyah kairava-chandrika vitaranam, vidya-vadhu-jeevanam, anandambudivardhanam pratipadam, purnamrita-swadanam, sarvatma-snapanam param vijayate, Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. नामनाकारी बहुधा निज सर्वशक्ति तत्रार्पिता नियमितः स्मरणेन कालः एतादृशी तव कृपा भगवन् ममापि दुर्दैवं मीदृशं निह जानीनानुरागः तृणादपि सुनिचेन तरोरपि सहिष्णुना अमानिनामानिदेन कीर्तनिया सदा हरि न धनं न जनं न सुन्दरीं कवितां वा जगदीश कामये मम जन्मनि जन्मनि ईश्वरे भवताद् भक्तिरहितुकी त्वयि ऐनन्दतनुज किङ्करं पतितं मां विषमे भवाम्बुधौ कृपया तव पादपङ्कजस्थित धूलीसदृशं विचिन्तय नयनं गलदश्रुधारया वदनं गदगदरुद्धया गिरा पुल्कैर्निचितं वपु कदा तव नाम गृहणे भविष्यति युगायितं निमिषेण चक्षुषा प्रवर्षायितं शून्यायितं जगत्सर्वं गोविन्दविरहेण मे आश्लिष्य वा पादरतां विनष्टु मामदर्शनान् मर्महतां करोतु वा यथा तथा वा विदधातु लम्पटो मत्प्राणनाथस्तु स एव नापरः मत्प्राणनाथस्तु स एव नापरः. So we are doing from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi-lila, chapter 2. Yesterday we did till shloka number 12, and now we are going to go to shloka number 13. This chapter, basically, the first 14 shlokas that we heard in chapter 1, it is going to expound on that only. And he's going to establish why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was an incarnation of Krishna. And that is why so many things from different Upanishads are taken. So it's a very beautiful chapter, because you will hear, yesterday we heard shlokas from Mundaka Upanishad. So where he was describing the spiritual realm, and we spoke about Virija river, Vaikuntha lokas, and I gave you the explanation of Virija. Virija means, Raja means mode of passion, your Ratsik Guna. Virija means going beyond the mode of passion. Okay, because mode of passion is such a nature. It has a very close proximity to mode of ignorance. Okay, they are friends always. Mode of passion and mode of ignorance. So if somebody controls the mode of passion, then you get a chance, your mode of goodness will increase. Satvik gun, Ratsik gun, Tamsik gun, if you read in Gita. So if somebody is very Ratsik, very easy to become Tamsik. So if we control the Ratsik guna, then we will go towards Satvik. We have to be very careful. So Viraja means somebody who has controlled his mode of passion, that nature, passionate nature, and who has become Satvik and then slowly purified and gone beyond all these three natures. Those persons are called Viraja. And then they will be living in Vaikuntha while they are living in body and after leaving the body too. So what is that lokas? The spiritual realm where you will go? Bhagavan in Gita gave that my loka, my planet, it doesn't need any sun or moon to illuminate it. It doesn't need any fire to illuminate it like in our world. It is illuminated by itself. So the same lokas, the same spiritual realms are described in Mundaka Upanishad. So we live in a material world. Beyond this, there is a material covering. And after that, you cross the river Virja, and then you go there to the spiritual realm. That realm is free of material contamination. What do you mean by free of material contamination? Means these three gunas, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, it is not there in that loka. And that effulgent light, which is in those planets, that is called a Brahman, Brahmajyoti. All right. And whatever appears here in this our material world is a reflection of that spiritual world. And that Brahma, that light is spread everywhere in all directions. चर्म चक्षे देखे यैचे सूर्य निर्वेशे शेषा yana marga laite nare krishnera vishesha. As with the naked eye, one cannot know the sun except as a glowing substance. So merely by philosophical speculation, one cannot understand Lord Krishna's transcendental activities. यस्य प्रभा प्रभवतो जगद अंड कोटि कोटिश्व अशेष वसुधादि विभूति भिन्नम तद ब्रह्म निष्कलम अनंतम अशेष भूतम गोविंदमादि पुरुषम तम अहम भजामि. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is endowed with great power. The glowing effulgence of his transcendental form is the impersonal Brahman, which is absolute, complete, unlimited, and which displays the varieties of countless planets with their different opulences in millions and millions of universes. Now, so this shloka which I said, it appears in Brahma Samhita, Govindam Adi Purusham Tamahan Bhajami. कोटि कोटि ब्रह्मांडे ये ब्रह्मेरा विभूति सेई ब्रह्मा गोविंदेरा है अंग कांति. Lord Brahma said, the opulences of the impersonal Brahman spread throughout millions and millions of universes. That Brahman is the bodily effulgence of Govinda. I worship Govinda. He is my Lord. Only by his grace, Lord Brahma says, I am empowered to create this universe. And there is not one Brahma, there are millions of Brahmas who are the creators of the universe. Munyo vat vasanaha Shramana urdhva mantinaha Brahmakyam dhamate yanti Shanta sannyasino malaha. Naked saints and sannyasis who undergo severe physical penances, who can raise their semen to the brain, and who are completely equipoised in Brahman can live in the realm known as Brahmaloka. Atma antaryami yanre yoga shastre kaya sehe govindera amsha vibhoti he yaya. He who is described in the Yoga Shastras as the indwelling super soul, Atma Antaryami, is also plenary portion of Govinda's personal expansion. As the sun appears reflected in countless jewels. So if you see the sun, and if you keep a crystal in front of a sun, so you will see the sun's light is reflected in so many ways. Or you keep a crystal pyramid. Sun's light is bright. And you put a crystal pyramid in front of it, you will see that the sun's light, the way the crystal is cut, the sun's light gets divided into 7 lights. So that bright light, one single white light, got divided into 7 lights. And then when the crystal has more cuts, you will see so many other things. So many different, more combination of lights. So that's how it is. Bhagavan, that Brahman, the Brahma Jyoti, is compared to the light of the sun. So you see the sun. Sun has a light. Whether the sun is hiding behind a cloud also doesn't matter. It will have a light. And the same light, if you in front of it, if you keep a crystal, the same light is seen in so many other lights. So this world is like that. It is a reflection of that original light that is coming from the spiritual planets. So as the one sun appears reflected in countless jewels, so Govinda manifests himself as Paramatma, the super soul, in the hearts of all living beings. Athava bahune tena kim gyatena tavarjuna vistabhyayam idam krishnam ekam shena sthito jagat. In Gita, Bhagavan says, 10.42. O Arjun, what else? What more? Shall I tell you? I live throughout the cosmic manifestation merely by my single plenary portion. Tam imam maham majam sharir bhajam hiri dishtitam atmakalpitanam pratidrisham niva naiva naikadharkam ekam samadhigato asmi vidhuta bheda moha. Bhishma Pitamaha says, Srimad Bhagavatam in his Bhishma Stuti, he says, as the sun appears differently, situated to different spheres, so also do you. You, the unborn, he's telling that to Krishna. Krishna is standing in front of him. And he's saying, you, the unborn, appear differently, presented as the Paramatma in every living being. So he's trying to say, Bhagavan Krishna is standing here. Yes. And the same Krishna is standing in front of my eyes, but he is there in everybody's heart. So understanding? Everybody's heart, your heart, my heart, all our hearts. We have our own soul, and then we have the super soul, Shri Krishna. If you are reading the Gita, you will understand it clearly. Do attend. Those who are not attending the Gita, I will still request, please do attend Dr. Shikha's class and Dr. Smita and Sumita's class. You will learn how that happens. Okay? So here Bhishma Pitama is also saying the same thing, that you are living in everyone's heart as Paramatma. But when a seer knows himself to be one of your own servitors, no longer does he maintain such duality. Thus, I am now able to comprehend your eternal forms, knowing well the Paramatma to be only your plenary portion. That Govinda personally appears as Chaitanya Gosai. Seite Govinda Sakshat Chaitanya Gosai. Jive nistarte aiche dayalu aranai. That Govinda whom Bhishma Pitama is praising, whom Brahmaji is praising. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, oh, the same Govinda has now descended on earth, has now incarnated as Chaitanya Gosai. Why has he incarnated? Jive nistarte aiche dayalu haranai. Because he is dayalu. Because he is very compassionate, he is very merciful. And he has incarnated in our time, not too far. 550 years ago. He incarnated to deliver the fallen souls because of his causeless mercy. Who incarnated? Govinda. Same Krishna. Who is Paramatma? Who is Brahma? Everybody is taking different names to describe him. The same person can now be called with one name, Chaitanya Gosai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now, in this purport specifically, he has taken shlokas from various Upanishads. So I'm going to read some of the shlokas, what he's trying to say. Having described Govinda in the terms of Brahman and Paramatma features, now the author of Śri Caitanya Charitamrita advances his argument to prove that Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the identical personality. The same Lord Shri Krishna, in the garb of a devotee of Shri Krishna, descended to this mortal world to reclaim the fallen human beings who had misunderstood Bhagavan even after the explanation of the Bhagavad Gita. In the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Shri Krishna directly instructed that the Supreme is a person, that the impersonal Brahman is his glowing effulgence, and that the Paramatma is his partial representation. All men were there were advised to follow in the path of Sri Krishna, leaving aside all mundane sins. Offenders misunderstood this instruction, however, because of their poor fund of knowledge. Thus, by his causeless, unlimited mercy, Sri Krishna again descended as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The author of this book, Śri Caitanya Charitamrita, most emphatically stresses that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. He is not an expansion of the Prakas of the Vilasa form. He is Bhagavan himself. He is the Swam Rupa Govinda, apart from the relevant scriptural evidences forwarded by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. There are innumerable other scriptural statements regarding Lord Chaitanya's advent, Lord Chaitanya being the Supreme Lord himself. The following examples are now cited from different other scriptures. First from Chaitanya Upanishad. Gaura Sarvatma Mahapurusho Mahatma Mahayogi Triguణாતીતः Sattvarupa Bhaktim Loke Kashyati. Lord Gaura, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's another name is Gaura. Gaura Hari, Gauranga, because he was fair complexion. Gaura means fair complexion. So Lord Gaura is the all-pervading super soul. The Supreme Personality of Godhead appears as a great saint and as a great mystic who is above the three modes of nature and is the emblem of transcendental activity. He disseminates the cult of devotion throughout the world. Now another shloka, another proof from Shvetashvatara Upanishad. Tam Ishwaranam Paramam Maheshwaram Tam Devatanam Paramam Chadaivatam Patitam Patim Patinam Paramam Parastad Vidama Devam Bhuvaneshamidyam. O Supreme Lord, you are the Supreme Maheshwar, the worshipable God of all gods, and the Supreme Lord of all lords. You are the controller of all controllers, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You are the Lord who has to be worshipped. Mahan Prabhurvai Purushah Sattva Saisha Pravartaka Sunirmalam Imam Praptim Ishano Jyotiravya. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is Mahaprabhu. Mahan Prabhura Vaipurusha. That Purush, that Supreme Person is Mahaprabhu. What does he do? Sattvasya Yaisa Pravartakaha. The one who disseminates transcendental knowledge. Sunirmalam Imam Praptim. Just, he's very nirmal, very pure. And he says, just to be in touch with him is to be in contact with the indestructible Brahma Jyoti. Ishano Jyotir Avyaha. He is none different from the Brahma Jyoti. Mahaprabhu. Next is from Mundaka Upanishad, 3.1.3. Yada Pashyah Pashyate Rukma Varnam Kartaram Misham Purusham Brahmayonim. One who sees the golden colored personality of Godhead. The golden color was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's. One who sees the golden colored personality of Godhead, the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Actor, who is the source of Supreme Brahman, he is liberated. Yada Pashya Pashyate Rukma Varnam Kartaram Isham Purusham Brahmayonim. Now from Srimad Bhagavatam. Deyam sada paribhavagnam abhishtadoham Tirthaspadam Shiva Viranchinutam Sharanyam Vrityarthyam Pranata Palabhavabdipotam Vande Mahapurusha Te Charanarvindam Tyaktva Sudustajya Surepshita Rajyalakshmin Dharmishta Arya Machasa Yad Agadharanyam Mayamrigam Daitaye Prasitam Anvadhavat Vande Mahapurushe Te Charanarvindam Itham Ritriyagrish Devajasavatarai Lokan Vibhavayasi Hamsi Jagat Pratipan Dharmam Mahapurusha Pashi Yuganritam Channa Kaloyad Abhavastrigo Athaswatam. Bhagavatam is giving proofs of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Srimad Bhagavatam that was spoken thousands of years ago. We offer our respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of Him, the Lord, on whom one should always meditate. He destroys insults to His devotees. He removes the distress of His devotees and satisfies their desires. He is the abode of all the holy places, and He is the shelter of all sages. He is worshipable by all the devatas, Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma. He is the boat of the devatas for crossing the ocean of birth and death. We therefore offer our respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of the Lord, upon whom everyone should meditate. He left his householder life, leaving aside his eternal consort, whom even the denizens of the heaven adore. He went into the forest to deliver the fallen souls who are put into illusion by material energy. And Prahlad said, my Lord, you kill all the enemies of the world in your multifarious incarnations or in the families of men, demigods, animals, rishis, aquatics, and so on. Thus you illuminate the worlds with transcendental knowledge in the age of Kali. O Mahapurusha, you sometimes appear in covered incarnation. Therefore, you are known as Triyuga, one who appears in only 3 yugas. Then from Krishna Yamal Tantra, Punyakshetre Navadvipe Bhavishyami Sachi Sutah. I shall appear, Bhagavan says, I shall appear in the holy land of Navdipa as the son of Sachi Devi. From Vayu Purana, Kalau Sankirtana Arambhe Bhavishyami. In Vayu Purana it is said, I will come, Bhagavan says, I will come in Kali Yuga to start the Sankirtan movement, congregational chanting, and I will descend as Sachi Sutaha, as the son of Sachi. So this was already predicted in Vayu Purana, that Bhagavan is going to come as Sachi Sutaha. So when somebody, why these proofs are taken, I have always explained. People have this tendency to make gods out of humans. No, there are predictions. There are certain qualities that are said. That has to be compared. And then we say Santa Bhagavan. Okay? That this saint has godly qualities. But saint is not Bhagavan. Saint has godly qualities. He has developed himself to the point that God actually descends in this saint and then speaks through that saint. But the saint himself will not say, oh, I am Bhagavan, worship me. Not possible. The saint who knows this. So, but here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is now, he was so simple. When you read when we are going to go into his life, the biography of his life, we'll know how simple he was, like just like an ordinary human being. Same emotions, same things. So it is very easy to say, oh, he is not Bhagwan, he was just an ordinary human being. But no, that is why Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami and Srila Prabhupada made such an effort to get all these proofs from all these Upanishads and Puranas. That no, this was already said. That in Vayu Purana it was said, he will come to establish the Sankirtan movement as Sachi Sutaha, as the son of Sachi. Then from Brahma Yamal Tantra, Athavaham Dharadame, Bhutva Mad Bhakta Rupadrik, Mayayam Cha Bhavishyami, Kalao Sankirtana Agame. So this is in Brahma Yamal Tantra. He says, sometimes I personally appear on the surface of the world in garb of a devotee. And I appear specifically as Sachi Sutaha, as the son of Sachi, in Kali Yuga to start Sankirtana. From Ananta Samhita, Ya eva Bhagavan Krishno, Radhika Pranavallabha, Shishtiyadho Sajagannatho, Gaura Asin Maheshwari. The Supreme Person, Shri Krishna himself, who is the life of Shri Radharani and is the Lord of universe in creation, maintenance and annihilation, appears as Gaura, O Maheshwari. So many proofs has been given to prove that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who descended, who gave us such simple method of just chanting Bhagwan's name, Sankirtan. Sankirtan is very important. Kirtan is very important. He was not an ordinary person. It was already foretold, already predicted, prophesied in many Puranas, many Tantras, that Bhagwan is going to incarnate in this Yuga, in the Yuga of Kali. Lord Narayana, who dominates the transcendental world, is full of his six opulences. He is personality of Godhead, the Lord of the Goddess of Fortune. Veda Bhagavata Upanishad Agama Purna Tattva Yan Rekha Hai Nahi Yan Rasama. The personality of Godhead is He who is described as the absolute whole in the Vedas, Bhagavatam, Upanishad, and other transcendental literatures. No one is equal to Him. How do the others see? How do you can see Him? He says, Bhakti Yoge Bhakta Paya Yanara Darshana. You can have the darshan of Bhagwan. How? Bhakti Yoge. Surya Yena Sa Vigraha Dekhe Davagana. And the Devatas also see him as the personality of the sun. Jnana Yoga Marge Tanre Bhaje Ye Saba. Brahma Atma Rupe Tanre Kare Anubhava. Those who are following the path of Jnana, knowledge, and the yoga path, they worship him too. They see him as, the Jnana yogis will see him as Brahma Tattva. The yogis will see him as Paramatma in their hearts. Upasana bhede jani Ishvara mahima ataiva surya tanradiye te upama. Thus, one may understand the glories of Lord through different modes of worship, as the analogy of the sun illustrates. Narayan and Shri Krishna are the same personality of Godhead, but although they are identical, their bodily features are different. This personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna, has two hands and holds a flute, whereas the other has four hands and with conch, wheel, mace, and lotus. Narayana Stvam Nahi Sarvadehinam Atma siyadi sakila loka sakshi Narayanongam Narabhujalayanat Tachapi Satyam Natavaiva Maya. These are Lord Brahma's prayer to Lord Shri Krishna in Srimad Bhagavat. Lord Brahma, Bhagavan wanted to do one Leela. Because when Lord came here on earth, he was behaving like an ordinary person. And Devtas are seeing, Brahmaji is seeing. At one time, he got illusioned. What happened? Is this guy, is this kid who is getting beaten up by his mother, who's dancing for some butter in front of the gopis, who goes every day barefoot? Because in Vaikuntha Loka, Bhagavan will not go barefoot. That is Lakshmi's Loka, full of opulences. Bhagavan will wear different shoes for different occasions, all dressed up nicely. Here, this kid going barefoot on Govardhan, going beyond cows. Really? Is this Bhagavan? He appeared as a small baby and the ladies are sprinkling cow urine on him so that he gets purified. So nobody has their evil eyes on baby Krishna. So Brahma is seeing all this. He's behaving like a young kid, going and prancing around with his gopis. So Brahma got, no, there is some problem. Is this really God? Krishna plays all these games, even with gods, devatas. And he has his best friend, best sister, Yogamaya. He said, Maya, let's play a game. Let's play a prank on Brahma now. And Brahma was like confused. So he wanted to test Krishna. So Brahma stole all the cows of Vrindavan one day and hid it. So, and not only the cow, he also stole all the cowherd boys from their pasturing grounds because he wanted to test Lord Sri Krishna to see if he was really that Bhagavan who was descended from Vaikuntha. And he stole for one day, which is very long for him. And then afterwards he came. He's seeing. He thought, now let us see. There will be nothing. He saw that the cows and the cowherd boys that he had stolen are still there in Vrindavan. And then he goes to his cave and says, no, I've kept them here. I've kidnapped them, kept them here. And then he sees in Vrindavan, no, they are the same. What happened was Krishna expanded himself. Krishna became the cows. Krishna became the cowherd boys. And in the evening, all the cows. Who is Krishna himself? They all returned back to their homes. All the cowherd boys, they all returned back to their homes. Brahmaji comes in the evening and is like, what happened? Krishna did this Leela. There was a reason behind this Leela. As I told you, in Rama Avatar, he was Maryada Purushottam. He was in his limits. So there were certain ladies of those time. He was a prince, Ram-lala. The Ram which we established now in Ayodhya, he is Ram-lala, 5-year-old kid. That is the age. So he is Ram-lala. He is a prince. And all these ladies, in Ayodhya, look at Ram-lala and they're like, I wish he was our kid. I wish he could come to our home and we could feed him. So in Ram Avatar, Ram has heard all these ladies' mind. Bhagavan will reciprocate your love. It is not possible that he will not reciprocate your love. He has to. He does that to everybody. You just tell him once, I love you, Bhagavan. And Bhagavan will keep it in his mind and he will reciprocate. So in Ram Avatar, these ladies are thinking, I wish he was our son. And there are some ladies who are saying, I wish he was our brother. What brother? How much his brothers love him? And there are some ladies who are like, young girls in Ram Avatar. I wish he could be our husband. So all these ladies who are in Ram Avatar, who had this secret desire in them, Bhagavan is Antaryami. Antaryami means somebody who's inside you and who knows your thoughts. So in Ram Avatar, Bhagavan is Antaryami. He knows. And he came in Krishna Avatar. And he became that child. And he went to every gopi's house, because these are the same gopis who were in that time. And now they've incarnated again in Nandagaon. And Krishna was same Ram who has now become their son. So in the evening when they go, all the gopis are feeding their son. They're thinking it is their son, but it is actually Krishna. All the young gopis are thinking this is my brother, but it is actually Krishna, because they had desired so. Other gopis are looking. It is Krishna. And not only that, Krishna loved Vrindavan so much. He ate dirt one time. And Mother Yashoda, she yelled at him. She's like, what is wrong with you? You're eating dirt? Are you a boar? Only a boar will go and play in the dirt and eat dirt. And Krishna smilingly says, yes, ma, I am boar. He was a boar incarnation in one. But he knows, if I eat dirt like this, mother will, she may yell, she may get angry. So what do? I want to enjoy that. So he becomes cows. So while he's eating the grass, the dirt is also going in his mouth. That is Krishna. He wants to enjoy. He loves Vrindavan so much. That's his personal place, his personal palace. He wants to enjoy everything, the dust of Vrindavan, every speck of the dust. He wants to just taste. As a baby, as a cow, and then he's doing all this lila. Brahmaji comes there and he sees everything. And then he realizes what mistake I did. And that is when Krishna is sitting the next day. Krishna is taken all the cows. He has become the Gopas. He has become himself, when he's sitting near a tree, nicely like a small kid, while the cows are grazing, and Brahmaji appears. Folded hands. And Brahmaji is praying. And he's saying, I know you are Lord Narayana. And Krishna like a coward boy, okay? Just a small turban, with a cloth. And in that, he has just taken a peacock feather. Probably he found it somewhere. The peacocks must be roaming around. One feather fell. He just took it, put it here, and nicely sitting below a tree, trying to play his flute. And here Brahmaji is coming in front of him, bowing down and praying. And this is the prayer he's doing. Brahma saw the mystic power of Lord Krishna, and then he admitted defeat and offered prayers to the Lord, addressing him as a proprietor and seer of everything in the creation, and as a super soul who is within each and every living entity and who is dear to the Lord, to all. That Lord Krishna is Narayana, the father of Brahma, because Lord Krishna's plenary expansion, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, after placing himself in the Garbha ocean, created Brahma from his own body. So Brahma says, I know. Krishna says, what are you saying? He's like behaving like a coward boy. What are you talking? I don't understand what you say. I'm just a coward boy. I like to graze cows. That's why I'm just taking rest under the tree. I don't understand all these knowledgeable talks that you're doing. Brahmaji says, I know what you're doing. You're my father. I came out of you. I know who you are. Don't hide now. You are that Narayana whom I saw after 1,000 years of divine meditation. O Lord of Lords, you are the seer of all creation. You are indeed everyone's dearest life. Are you not? Therefore, my father, Narayana. Narayan refers to one of those abode. Narayan refers to one whose abode is in the water, born from Nara, the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. And that Narayana is your plenary portion. All your plenary portions are transcendental, they are absolute, and are not creations of Maya. After Brahma had offended Krishna by stealing his playmates and calves, he begged the Lord's pardon for his offensive act and prayed for Lord's mercy. तुम्हारा नाभि पद्म ते हमारा जन्मोदय तुम्ही पिता माता आम्ही तुम्हारा तनया. Oh Lord, I took birth. Tumhara Nabi Padma from the lotus which came out from your navel. So Brahmaji is standing and Krishna is like a coward boy. Very simple. Wearing his dhoti like a pitambari, like a small kid, chilling below the tree, Kadamba tree. And Brahmaji is saying, I know who you are. You are the same Narayan who sits on the Sheshnag. I know now you're doing this drama. I know, I understand. You are my father, you are my mother. I know you. And I am your son. Pita mata balakera nalaya aparadha aparadha kshama mudha karah prasad. Oh, you are my father, you are mother, my mother. Please, parents never take their kids' offenses seriously. I know I did a mistake. Please forgive me. I beg your pardon. I ask you benedictions. Krishna is sitting, hearing Brahmaji talking and behaving, and the drama is going on. His acting is going on nicely. Krishna kahe Brahma tomhar Pita Narayana. Oh Brahmaji, your father is Narayan. I am just a coward boy. Ami Gopa. I am just a Gopa. Tumi kaiche Amara Nandana. How are you, my son? I am just a Gopa. I am just a coward boy. How are you, my son? Krishna is talking like that. Brahma balena tumi kina ho anarayana tumi narayana suna tahara karana. Brahmaji said, are you not Narayan? Tumi ka now Narayan? Are you not Narayan? You are certainly Narayan. I'm going to give you the proofs. Suna tahara karana. I'm going to give you those proofs. Prakrita shishtye yata jiva rupa tahara ye atma tumi mool swarupa. All the living beings within the material and the spiritual worlds are ultimately born of you. You are the super soul of them all. Prithvi aiche ghata kulera karana ashraya jivera nidana tumi sarvashraya. As the earth is the original cause, earth element is the original cause and shelter of all pots made of earth. So you are the ultimate cause and shelter of all living beings. Nara shabda kahe sarva jivera nichaya ayana shabde the kahe tara ashraya. The word Nara, Nara. The word Nara refers to the aggregate. Nara. Nar means one human being. Nara means many human beings. So you are the aggregate of many living beings, not human, living. And Ayan means refuge. So the one who is the refuge of all the living beings, that is called as Narayana. Okay, so you are that refuge of all, Ayan of all, Naras. Ataiva tumi hayo Mula Narayana Ei Eka Hetu Suna Dvitiya Karana. You are therefore the original Narayana. Oh, he's talking to the Brahmaji is saying to the coward Krishna. This is one reason. I saw how you have become all the cows and all the gopas. I saw that. So you are the one refuge of all. I see that you are in everybody. Now second Karan I'm going to give you. जीवेरा ईश्वेरा पुरुषादि अवतार ताना सब होते तोमार ऐश्वर अपार. The direct Lord of living beings are the Purusha's incarnation, but your opulence and power are more exalted than theirs. Therefore, you are the primeval Lord, the original Father of everyone. They are the protectors of the universe by your power. He says, I know. You are sitting here right below the tree. But there are millions of universes I am seeing. And all millions of universes are being taken care by your form, the Vishnu forms. So now I understood. You are that original who has become Narayan in all the living beings. And you are that original who has become Vishnu in all the various multiple universes, Brahmandas. So I know you are sitting here chilling, relaxing, looking at the cows, enjoying the nature of Vrindavan. Why will you worry? Because you have expanded yourself as all the living beings who are doing all. And you have expanded yourself as the Vishnu who is taking care of everything. But now you cannot hide. I have seen that world. I have seen this world. I know who you are. Narera ayana yate karah palana ataiva hau tumi mula narayana. You are the mula Narayan. You are the original Narayan. Since you are the one who protects, you are the shelter of all living beings. Now listen to me, the third reason. Okay, Krishna is hearing. And Brahmaji is talking. Tritiya karana suno. Listen to the third reason. Shri Bhagavan, oh Bhagavan. Now he's calling him Bhagavan. Ananta Brahmande Bahu Vaikuntadi Dhama. Ite yat jiva tara traikalika karma ta dekha sakshi tumi jana sab marma. I know all the marma. I know all the essence of you now. Oh my Lord. Oh Bhagavan. Kindly hear my third reason. There are countless universes in the universe. Nobody can fathom that. Both in this material world and in those spiritual realms. You see, you are the witness. You are Sakshi Rupa. You are seeing all the deeds of all living beings in the past, present, and future. Krishna said that in Gita. Arjun, you have forgotten, but I know everything. Brahmaji is saying the same thing to Krishna. I know. Since you are the witness of all such deeds, you know the essence of everything. तुम्हारा दर्शन सर्व जगतेर स्थिति तुम्ही ना देखिलो करो न स्थिति गति. All the worlds exist because you observe them. None can live, move, or even have their being without your supervision. So now you cannot fool me. You're sitting here behaving as a coward boy. I know how you're witnessing each and everything. I know how you have become the Antaryami in every living being. I know. I understood. This is the third reason. You are the witness. Narera ayana yate kare darshana tahai to hai tumi mula narayana. Krishna kahin Brahma tomar na buji vachana jivari di jale vaise sai narayana. So Brahmaji is talking all this. You are the witness of everything. You are overseeing all living beings. For this reason, you are Lord Narayana. So he gave three reasons. The coward boy is sitting. Gopa, Krishna Gop. Krishna kahe na Brahma tomara na buji vachana. Krishna is like a small kid, right? Oh Brahma ji, tomara na buji vachana. I don't understand what you're talking. Big talks. Jiva riti jale vaise say Narayana. I cannot understand what you're talking. Lord Narayana is the one who sits in the heart of all living beings. I am sitting here below the tree. I don't understand what you're trying to say. I am Narayana, I am Narayana. No, Baba. Narayana is sitting in everybody's heart. I am just a coward boy. Brahma kahe जले जीवे यही नारायण से ही सब तोमारंश यही सत्य वचन. When Krishna said, Lord Narayana is he who sits in the hearts of all living beings, and he is lying in the Karan ocean, in the waters of Karan ocean. I am not lying in the water, Brahmaji, look at me. I am not. Narayan lies in the water of Karan ocean. I am not lying in the water of Karan ocean. I am sitting below the trees. It's in the mountain of Govardhan. So you are mistaken, Brahmaji. I am not Narayan. I am not in any water. Brahmaji is saying, I know. Whatever you have said, I understand. But whatever I have said is also true. The same Narayan who lives on the waters and in the hearts of all living beings is just a plenary portion of you. The Karanodakshai, Brahmaji is saying, the Karanodakshai, Garbhodakshai, Shirodakshai forms of Narayan, all created in cooperation with the material energy, your Yogamaya. In this way, they are attached to Maya. These three Vishnus lying in the water are the super soul of everything. The super soul of all the universe is known as the first Purusha. Garbhodakshay Vishnu is the super soul of aggregate of living entities, and the Shirodakshay Vishnu is the super soul of each individual living entity. Brahmaji is again further elaborating his stance. Superficially, we see these three Purushas have a relationship with Maya. But above them is the fourth dimension. And that dimension, Turiya, is Sri Krishna. Ei sabhare darshane te ache maya gandha turiya krishnera nahi maya ra sambandha. And above this is Krishna, who is beyond Maya. So three Purushas, we spoke about Karanodakshay Vishnu, Garbhodakshay Vishnu, and Shirodakshay Vishnu. When the Brahmand is created and when the world is created, the first incarnation is Karanodakshay Vishnu. So Maya creates a Karanodakshay Vishnu, a Mahat Tattva. And from there, a Karanodakshay Vishnu incarnates. And from there, Brahmaji comes. From that Narayan Vishnu, Brahmaji comes. And then Brahmaji creates a Brahmand. And in that Vishnu again enters. So that is called Garbhodakshay Vishnu, Vishnu of the womb. And from there, when the womb is broken, then from there all the living beings and the non-living beings come out. And then Bhagwan enters in everybody's heart as super soul. That super soul is called as the last one, Shirodakshay Vishnu. So Brahmaji says, I understand this whole process very well now. I am the first created being. I saw you. I saw you. I was in the causal ocean playing with the lotus, tapa, 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 and then I did tapasya, and then you appeared to me. So I have seen you in Narayan form. And this has happened not one time, many times I have seen, because you gave me the knowledge. So that Karanodakshay Vishnu, who is living in the Karan ocean, I was in the Karan ocean, I have seen you there too. Then when I created the Brahmanda, you entered there, I saw that too. And now I am seeing the real Leela. I wanted to test you. I saw the real Leela where you yourself entered into all the calves and the coward boys. I saw that too. You are all these three Purushas. But if the Brahmanda is not there, if the universe is not there, everything goes away. Even if I am not there, everything goes away. You will still remain. You are beyond your Maya. So I know you are that fourth dimension, Krishna. Viradhiranyagarbhascha Taranam cheti upadhaya Ishasya yatribhirhinam Turyam tat prakashate. In the material world, the Lord is designated as Virat. In our world, we call him Virat. Hiranyagarbha, the golden womb. Karana, the reason for everything, the cause for everything. We call God with so many names. But beyond these three designations, all of this is coming from whom? All these three. It is coming from that original personality. That is the fourth dimension, and that is Krishna. Although these three features of the Lord deal directly with the material energy, none of them are touched by it. They are all beyond illusion. This is the opulence of the Lord. ishasya prakrtisthopi tadgunaihi na yujyate sadatma sthair yatha buddhi sadashraya. This is the opulence of the Lord. Although situated in the material nature, he is never affected by the modes of material nature. Similarly, those who have surrendered themselves at the lotus feet of their Lord and who have fixed their intelligence on this Bhagwan, they will not be influenced by the modes of material nature. Brahmaji says to Krishna, Seitin janera tumi paramashraya tumi mula narayana itheke samshaya. You are that Mool Narayan from whom the other three Vishnus have come, and I know it. You are the Vilas expansion. Vilas means to play. You expanded to play. You expanded as those three Vishnus. You are the ultimate Narayan. Therefore, according to the authority of Brahma, the Narayan, who is predominating deity in the transcendental world, is but the Vilas feature of Krishna. This has now been conclusively proved. So then, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, with these things, he says, Krishna who had come, people knew about Vishnu, people knew about Narayan. But that original Bhagavan incarnated as Krishna and said, and proved himself to Brahmaji. And through Brahmaji, he did this Leela to prove it to us. That don't think that simple cowherd boy, Krishna is just a human. He does all this Leela. The truth indicated in this verse is the essence of Srimad Bhagavatam. This conclusion, through synonyms, applies everywhere. Brahma, Atma, Bhagwan, Krishnera Vihara, ei arth na jani murkha, arth kariyara. So those who are logicians use their brains too much and try to say, oh, Brahma Gyan is different, Paramatma is different, and that Bhagwan is different. No, they are murkha, very clearly. They are foolish scholars. They are speculating in different ways without understanding the truth. Brahmaji himself understood. He spoke. Whom are we challenging? Sometimes we say, oh, Bhagwan has to be something different. He has to have 4 hands, he has to have 1,000 hands. How can he be in 2 hands? That is Bhagwan. If he can create 4 hands, and if he can create 2 handed people like us, he can be any hands. And in Gita, he proved. And he told, my 200 form is very difficult. Why difficult? Because to believe is very difficult. So that's what happened with Brahmaji also. He's like, oh, this coward boy, this is Bhagwan. But Bhagwan had to do this play. So because Narayan has 4 hands, whereas Krishna he looks just like a man, they say that Narayan is God, whereas Krishna is an incarnation. Brahmaji says, it is the reverse. Krishna is God and Narayan is the incarnation. In this way, their arguments appear in various forms, but the poetry of Bhagavatam expertly refuses them all. Vadanti tattvavidas tattvam yajnanam madvayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagwaniti shabdyate. The learned transcendentalists who know the absolute truth say that it is non-dual knowledge and is called impersonal Brahman, localized Paramatma, and the personality of Godhead. My dear brothers, now kindly listen to the explanation of this verse and consider its meaning in the original entity. Consider its meaning. The original entity, Bhagavan, is known into 3 features. By now, you should just get into your brain. So many times we hammered this. Paramatma, Bhagavan, Brahma Tattva, Paramatma, Bhagavan, Brahma Tattva. These are the only 3 words to describe Bhagavan. Okay? And Lord Krishna is Bhagavan himself. And he is himself manifested as Brahma Tattva, impersonal features. as Paramatma in the heart and as Bhagwan himself. So now we will stop here at slok number 65 because time I'm seeing is already up. Tomorrow we will discuss more on all of this and we will understand it in detail. All right. So let me just see your comments. Not much of comments, so small. All right. Hindi class, the comments goes on for like half an hour at least. All right. Anshu writes, I understood God as I think electricity is there, which makes the appliances run same electricity or spark in every atom. Jai Shri Radha Krishna. Yes. Atma is atom. You know, if a German or somebody who don't use the word ta, some uh, some of the people they can't say ta, so they'll say ta. So atom becomes atom. Atom is atma. The smallest indivisible particle is atom, and the indivisible particle is atma. So yes, in every atom, the one who is there is Bhagwan. In every atom, he is as Brahma, and in every cell, our body is made up of living cells. Why living cells? Those atoms are having consciousness. So our body is made up of living cells. Every cell, and when it is concentrated and being powered by our heart center, in the heart center is Paramatma, the super atom, the super Atma, the super soul. Okay. So yes, so he is powering up our whole body. Our body, our heart center is the power which is running this appliance, this bodily appliance. Okay. Running all the other parts of this bodily appliance, the eyes, the ears, everything. So yes, Bhagwan is in everything. He's to be compared like the electricity, but at the same time, he also has a form, and that's why he incarnates. Brahmaji says, that's why he incarnates, and he incarnates as humans, as animals, as so many things to show his presence. Okay, wonderful. गौरव, चरण स्पर्श में जैसा कि आपने बताया कि भगवान ने भगवत गीता के अंदर द्वैत को बना करके रखा है, अर्जुन ने भी उस द्वैत को बना करके रखा है, क्या यह भक्ति का दर्शन है इसलिए ऐसा है? अरे गौरव, 6वें अध्याय में कौन सा दर्शन दिया भगवान ने? 6वें अध्याय तक कौन सा दर्शन दे रहे हैं भगवान? हमारे अद्वैत के सारे बातों को भगवान ने सांख्य योग को, जिसको अद्वैत का मेन जो है, 6वें अध्याय में पूरा एक्सप्लेन कर दिया ना। लेकिन उसमें भी अंत में आकर के अपने बारे में कहा ना, तो खाली भक्ति की तो बात नहीं कर रहे हैं ना, दोनों की बात कर रहे हैं। तो केवल भक्ति दर्शन है गीता, ऐसे कैसे कह सकते हो तुम? भक्ति के बिना दोनों दर्शन ही असंभव है, अद्वैत में ही द्वैत है। ठीक, तो हम लोग इस दर्शन को कहते हैं द्वैत अद्वैत दोनों साथ में, विशिष्ट द्वैत अद्वैत तत्व। ठीक है, तो जो द्वैत बना करके रखा है वो भक्ति के लिए नहीं है, वो रियली ऐसा ही है। अद्वैत कहाँ होता है ये समझ लो बात को। गुण में अद्वैत है। गुण में क्या गुण है? भगवान का गुण क्या? सॉरी, दिस वाज इन इंग्लिश क्लास, आई विल एक्सप्लेन इन इंग्लिश, ओके लेट मी जस्ट फिनिश विद हिंदी देन आई विल एक्सप्लेन इन इंग्लिश। भगवान का जो शरीर है सच्चिदानंद है ना, हमारा शरीर पंचभूतों का बना भारी, अंतर का जो शरीर आत्मा स्वरूप सच्चिदानंद। तो अद्वैत कहाँ आया? वो सच्चिदानंद आत्मा स्वरूप और भगवान का जो सच्चिदानंद रूप, वहां पर अद्वैत है कि गुण में जल की समुद्र का बूंद खारा है ना, समुद्र के जैसे। लेकिन ये अद्वैत और द्वैत के कंफ्यूजन में हमेशा इस एग्जांपल को दिमाग में भर लो। अब जल का खारा बूंद, समुद्र का खारा बूंद समुद्र जैसा ही खारा है, लेकिन बूंद नहीं कह सकती कि वो समुद्र है। आत्मा का स्वभाव आनंद स्वरूप है, जैसे भगवान का स्वभाव आनंद स्वरूप है। आत्मा सत्य है, सत्य चित्त है, भगवान सत्य चित्त है। तो अद्वैत यहां पर है, समुद्र का खारापन समुद्र के बूंद में है, वन इन क्वालिटी बट डिफरेंट इन क्वांटिटी। समझ में आया? अल्टीमेट रियलाइजेशन जब होगा तो ये वन इन क्वालिटी, ये रियलाइजेशन होता है कि मैं हमेशा से ही वो उस शुद्ध परमात्मा का अंश था, जो भगवान गीता में कहते हैं ममे वांछो जीव लोके जीव होते सनातना। ये रियलाइजेशन होता है कि मैं उस सच्चिदानंद परमात्मा परब्रह्म का मैं एक अंश हूं, ब्रह्म स्वरूप अंश हूं। यहां पर अद्वैत है। लेकिन मैं भगवान नहीं हूं, मैं सृष्टि का ब्रह्म, मैं सृष्टि का निर्माण नहीं कर सकता, मैं भगवान से बना हूं, मैं भगवान का अंश हूं, मैं भगवान का वंश हूं। ये द्वैत है। समझ में आया? तो ये भक्ति की बात नहीं है, तत्व की बात अभी मैंने तुमसे कही। पूरे गीता में उस तत्व को बनाया उन्होंने 6वें अध्याय में। इसीलिए अर्जुन ने इतनी बार क्वेश्चन किया, तुम्हारे जैसे क्वेश्चन किया, उसका कॉन्फ्यूजन ही नहीं जा रहा उसका। भगवान ने 6वें अध्याय में पूरा कर दिया, फिर 12वें अध्याय में भक्ति का दिया। क्यों दिया? वो भी दिया आंसर। ज्ञान योग का जो मार्ग सिखाया भगवान ने, मैंने आप लोगों को इसलिए 6वें अध्याय में पूरे डिटेल में समझाया। मेरे 6वें अध्याय को गौरव 10-10 बार कम से कम सुनना और कंटेम्पलेट करना, तब जाके समझ में आएगा। 6वें अध्याय को दूसरे अध्याय के मेरे ख्याल से दूसरे श्लोक में, जहां पर परमात्मा ब्रह्म इत्यादि की चर्चा की है, उसको कई बार सुनना, नोट्स बनाना, कंटेम्पलेट करना, मनन 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 मनन। जितनी बार मनन करोगे उतनी बार ये आंसर क्लियर होगा। फिर 12वें अध्याय में जाना। हर अध्याय में भगवान ने समझाया है इस चीज को। क्यों? अर्जुन ने ये भी पूछा कि निराकार वाले जो हैं और साकार वाले हैं, इनमें से सही कौन है? भगवान बोलते दोनों चल रहे हैं, सही कोई बात नहीं है। एक की अनुभूति अलग होगी, एक की अनुभूति अलग होगी, बस यही बोल रहे हैं। भक्ति में अनुभूति का डिफरेंस है, अद्वैत मत में अनुभूति का डिफरेंस है। यू रियलाइज दैट यू आर दैट पार्ट ऑफ द ब्रह्म, ये अद्वैत मत का रियलाइजेशन है। पर जब द्वैत वाले में क्या होता है, यस आई एम अ पार्ट ऑफ द ब्रह्मन, यस यस ट्रू, बट आई हैव अ बॉडी, आई हैव अ फॉर्म, जस्ट लाइक भगवान हैज अ फॉर्म। सो मेरा फॉर्म है, मेरा सच्चिदानंद फॉर्म है, सच्चिदानंद घन, ये मेरा फॉर्म है। ये अद्वैत का रियलाइजेशन है। क्योंकि अगर सब कुछ अद्वैत है तो भगवान का फिर इनकारनेशन तो होना ही नहीं चाहिए ना। फिर तो भगवान का इनकारनेशन, फिर तो हम जैसे विधर्मी लोग कहते हैं भगवान मूर्ति में थोड़ी ना होता है, तो हम विधर्मियों वाली बात करने लगेंगे ना। अगर भगवान इनकारनेट होकर के अवतार लेकर के आ रहे हैं, तो अगर तुम अद्वैत की बात करोगे तो फिर भगवान भी ब्रह्म तत्व है, सभी ब्रह्म तत्व है, तो फिर क्या है? फिर भगवान का इनकारनेशन डजंट मैटर, फिर सभी भगवान है। तो क्यों फिर इतना कह रहे हैं हम लोग? इसका भी उत्तर गीता में दिया गया। सूर्य है, सूर्य का प्रकाश है, क्या सूर्य का प्रकाश और सूर्य एक है? सूर्य है तभी प्रकाश है। बट सूर्य को किसने बनाया? सूर्य के अपने आप आ गया? तो जिसने केवल प्रकाश को समझा वो अद्वैती है। जो सूर्य ग्रह को समझा वो थोड़ा और मतलब समझ गया कि ठीक है सूर्य ही वो तत्व है, सूर्य सब जगह है। और जो सूर्य ग्रह के अंदर जाकर के और भी ज्यादा समझ गया, उसको कहते हो उसने तीनों पक्षों समझ लिया। तो यहाँ भक्ति की बात नहीं, भक्ति तो वो फीलिंग है, वो इमोशन है, जिससे आप इस चीज को पकड़ लोगे आसानी से। और भक्ति यदि नहीं है तो केवल मेंटल स्पेकुलेशन, और कहीं नहीं पहुंचोगे। तो भगवान ने इसलिए पहले अद्वैत की बात करी, भगवान ने द्वैत की बात करी, गीता में दोनों की बात करी है एकदम स्पष्ट रूप से, उसको भी मेंटेन करा। हाँ, और ये भी कहा कि इस युग के नहीं, कभी के लिए भी, क्योंकि अर्जुन जैसा व्यक्ति बोलता है भगवान मन को बांधना बड़ा कठिन है। भगवान कहते हैं कठिन है, हाँ मैं जानता हूँ, तो हमारे युग के लिए तो बहुत ही कठिन है। तो केवल भक्ति नहीं है वहां पर, गीता में दोनों है। सुनो, चलो आगे। क्योंकि एक लाइन आता है गीता में, ज्ञान योगे न सांख्या नाम, कर्म योगे न योगी नाम। भगवान ने ये दो ही रास्ते बताए। तो ज्ञान योगी से, इस जूम में ना ये एक्शन करते हैं तो कुछ कुछ बलून्स निकलते हैं। मैंने इसको ऑफ किया था, फिर से भी आ रहा है, ट्राई करूंगी अगली बार। एनीवेज, तो ज्ञान योगे ना सांख्या नाम कर्म योग है ना योगी नाम, यही तो दो पाद बताए। तो भगवान को ज्ञान से भी पाया जा सकता है। कर्म कर्म योग जहाँ बात आती है और योगी की जहाँ बात होती है, भगवान ने भक्ति योग की वहां पर बात करी है। तो सांख्य को समझा दिया, जिसको सांख्य अच्छा लगता है वो करे सांख्य से, वो पाएगा सांख्य को, वो सायुज्य जी मुक्ति पाएगा, कोई तकलीफ नहीं है। यही था माम प्रपद्यन देता था, ताम सदैव भजामि हम। भगवान ने वो फ्रीडम दिया है आपको चूज करने का, आपको वही अनुभव चाहिए, आप उसको उस रास्ते चलिए, आप उसी अनुभव को लीजिए। मैं बोलेगा नहीं, हमें और आगे चाहिए, हमें भगवान चाहिए, तो आप उस अनुभव को लीजिए। ठीक है ना? क्योंकि तंत्र के अंदर तो दर्शन पूरी तरह से अलग है, जिसमें हमें न्यास और साधना करना पड़ता है। भैया तंत्र अभी तुम समझे कहाँ हो, अभी तो तंत्र मैंने शुरू नहीं किया है। क्योंकि पहले तुम्हारी एक गीता के तो बेसिक क्लियर हो जावे, पहले अद्वैत अद्वैत का बेसिक तो क्लियर हो जावे। लायकियत ही नहीं दिख रही, सच बोलूं गौरव, बुरा नहीं मान, मुझे किसी की लायकियत ही नहीं दिख रही कि मैं तंत्र उठा करके सिखाऊं। द्वैत अद्वैत क्लियर नहीं, तत्व क्लियर नहीं, भाव क्लियर नहीं, भक्ति क्लियर नहीं। तंत्र में जगह जगह भक्ति ही है। मैं अभी तुम जब खोलूंगी ना धीरे धीरे, लेकिन तुम्हारा बेस तो क्लियर हो जाए। मैं वेट कर रही हूँ कि तुम सबको सिखा लो, क्योंकि सिखाने के बहाने तुम्हारा क्लैरिटी आएगा। क्योंकि जैसे मैंने सिखाया था वैसे तुमने सीखा नहीं है। क्योंकि जैसा अटेंशन कंसंट्रेशन देना था वो तुमने दिया नहीं था। समझ में आया? तो अभी तो तुमको बहुत मनन करना पड़ेगा। तंत्र अभी तुम जानते ही नहीं हो, क्योंकि तंत्र में भी जगह जगह हर जगह भक्ति की ही बात है। अद्वैत और द्वैत समझ जाओ पहले। अगर इतना तंत्र अद्वैती है तो क्यों यंत्र बना रहे हैं? अगर शंकराचार्य इतने अद्वैती थे तो क्यों शंकराचार्य के मठों में शारदांबा की मूर्तियां लगाई रहती हैं? अगर शंकराचार्य इतने अद्वैती थे तो क्यों सौंदर्य लहरी में जाकर के अंत में, आनंद लहरी में तो उन्होंने बहुत सारी बातें करी, सौंदर्य लहरी तो उनकी लिखी हुई ना, उनका प्रॉपर। तो अंत में जाकर के लीलाएं बता रहे, लीलाओं में बताते हैं कि मार उठ जाती है शिव जी से, क्योंकि शिव जी ने गंगा को धारण करके रखा है, क्यों सौतन को सर पे धारण करके रखा है, क्यों लीलाएं बता रहे हैं? देखा होगा ना, झूठ तो नहीं लिखेंगे शंकराचार्य, देखा है ना, उन लीलाओं को देखा है तभी तो लिखा है ना। क्यों त्रिपुरा रहस्य में, अगर इतना ही अद्वैत है तंत्र, तो क्यों त्रिपुरा रहस्य में मणिद्वीप का वर्णन किया गया, इतने लंबे लंबे चैप्टर्स दिए गए? क्यों काली का वर्णन किया, क्यों शिव का वर्णन किया, क्यों ज्वाला मालिनी का वर्णन किया, क्यों कात्यायनी का वर्णन किया, क्यों गंगा का वर्णन किया, क्यों सावित्री का वर्णन किया, क्यों सबकी कथाएं दी गई? क्यों? अगर इतना ही तंत्र द्वैत है, और दिया किसने है? दत्तात्रेय ने और परशुराम ने। सब जगह तो द्वैत को बना करके रखा है। तो अद्वैत अद्वैत का जो लोग टेप बजाते हैं, अद्वैत को जानते नहीं। द्वैत और अद्वैत साथ में चलते हैं। अद्वैत गुण है, लेकिन द्वैत में लीलाएं हैं। अभी तो गीता तुम, गीता समझो, छठवां अध्याय 12वां अध्याय मनन करो, रात दिन उसमें खोए रहो। और जो तुम्हारे क्वेश्चन आंसर्स हैं, क्वेश्चन लिखो, खुद ही आंसर्स लिखो मेरे लेसन से। मैं बोलती हूँ तुमको सारे आंसर्स मिल जाएंगे जब तुम्हारी नोटबुक तैयार हो जाएगी ना, तुम्हारे खुद के क्वेश्चन आंसर्स के, कि तुम्हारे मन में क्वेश्चन था, ये क्वेश्चन इसका आंसर माँ ने इस अध्याय में यहां पर दिया। माँ ने नहीं दिया, भगवान ने दिया। माँ ने खाली एक्सप्लेन करने की चेष्टा की है। तब जब वो फंडे तुम्हारे क्लियर हो जाएंगे ना, मेक अ नोट, मेक अ कंपैरेटिव नोट, द्वैत का अद्वैत का कंपैरेटिव नोट, मनन करो मनन करो मनन करो। क्योंकि आंसर्स माँ के अपने नहीं, गीता के आंसर्स है। ओके, अंडरस्टैंड दिस। तो जब तुम्हारे वो फंडे क्लियर हो जाएंगे ना, तब जाके तंत्र का बेस बनेगा, तब जाके तंत्र समझ में आएगा। अभी के लोग, मैं सच बोलती हूँ, मुझे कोई ढंग के तांत्रिक दिखे नहीं अभी तक। तो साधन न्यास क्यों सिखाते हैं, क्यों सिखाते हैं? जिसे हम न्यास और साधना करते हैं, जिसमें खुद ही साधना के द्वारा जब सिद्धि प्राप्त करते हैं, देवी या देवता खुद बन जाते हैं। गुण आते हैं देवी देवता के, गुण। अभी कौन से गुण है तुम्हारे अंदर? मनुष्य के भी कौन से गुण है? मनुष्य से क्रॉस बिटवीन पशु, एनिमल्स एंड ह्यूमंस। मनुष्य होते हुए भी पशुवत गुण है, काम क्रोध लोभ मोह इत्यादि बड़े हुए हैं। तो साधना और न्यास करा करके घंटों 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 माइंड को प्रैक्टिस कराते हैं, बॉडी को प्रैक्टिस कराते हैं कि तुम्हारा मन इन तुच्छ चीजों में ना लगे। अगर आदमी मनुष्य साधना ना करे तो क्या करेगा? इंस्टाग्राम पे ब्राउज करेगा और पता नहीं क्या क्या देखेगा, फेसबुक पे क्या आता है, फेसबुक पे क्या आता है, यूट्यूब पे क्या कितना कितना जो कंटेंट आता है, क्या ठूसा जा रहा है दिमाग के अंदर। कितने भी तुम्हारे चलते रहे ना, तुम प्रेमानंद जी को देखो, तुम गुरुदेव को देखो, सबको देखो, सडनली कुछ तो एक ऐसा कंटेंट आएगा कि आपको लगे अरे क्या। और अगर आदमी अगर उसने अगर अपने पशुत्व के ऊपर, पशु नेचर के ऊपर, अगर पशु नेचर की बलि नहीं चढ़ाई ना अपने पशु स्वभाव की, तो उसमें देवता वाले गुण कैसे आएंगे? तो इतनी साधना, इतना न्यास, घंटों घंटों प्रैक्टिस करो, वो इसीलिए कि अपने अंदर के पशु स्वभाव की बलि दो, अपने अंदर के देवत्व को जगाओ, देवत्व को जगाओ, याद करो इस शब्द को, अपने डिवाइन नेचर को जगाओ, तब तुम देवता जैसे बने ना। जिसके अंदर देवत्व जागा वो देवता बना। और देवता क्या है? सब भगवान के अंश। उतनी प्यूरिटी, प्यूरिटी लाने के लिए साधना करा जाता है, न्यास करा जाता है, घंटों घंटों माइंड की ट्रेनिंग कराई जाती है। क्या भक्ति में नहीं होता ये? भक्ति में भी स्वाध्याय तप कराया जाता है, गीता का ज्ञान ज्ञान तप है, कराया जाता है, नाम संकीर्तन, नाम जपो नाम जपो नाम जपो कराया जाता है, 24 घंटे नाम जपो कराया जाता है, आहार बदलो कराया जाता है भक्ति में, एकादशी कराया जाता है, पुरुषोत्तम मास में उपवास रखो कराया जाता है, माला की संख्या 16 माला, 64 माला, 108 माला करो 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 कराया जाता है। माला से मन हटा कोई बात नहीं है, श्रीमद् भागवत खोलो, उसके चरित्रों में डूबो, उसके उसके चरित्रों का मन नहीं लग रहा, अरे कितने सारे सुंदर सुंदर रसिकों के वाणियां हैं, वो गाओ, वो भजन करो, मुख से कुछ और आए ही ना, ऐसी ट्रेनिंग करो। तो क्या वहां साधना नहीं हो रही है? वहां पर भी साधना हो रही है। और जिसके मुख में जब भागवत पढ़ोगे ना, गोपियां खाली शरीर मात्र, शरीर से गोपियां दिख रही हैं, लेकिन पूरी की पूरी कृष्णमय है, पूरी की पूरी कृष्णमय है। तो आ गया ना देवता का गुण। क्या करते करते, घर के काम करते करते, झाड़ू पोछा गोबर लीपा पोती, ग्वालन क्या करती है? करते करते केवल मुख में कृष्ण, मन में कृष्ण, ध्यान में कृष्ण, कृष्ण 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 करते करते हो गई कृष्णमयी। कृष्ण के अतिरिक्त तुम्हें कुछ याद नहीं था। तो जो तंत्र का जो दर्शन है, तुम्हारा भगवत दर्शन, भगवत गीता का दर्शन जिस दिन तुम्हारा पूरा हो जाएगा ना, उसके बाद तुमको तंत्र दर्शन अब समझाऊंगी धीरे धीरे। कुछ लोग तैयार हुए हैं, कुछ लोग, मैं इतने सालों से सिखा रही हूँ, क्योंकि अभी तक मैंने तंत्र को सिखाने का मैंने सोच ही रखा था, मुझे लायकियत ही नहीं दिखता था किसी को सिखाने का, सच बोल रही हूँ। लेकिन अब कुछ लोग तैयार हुए हैं, कुछ लोग। और आने, मतलब गुरुदेव ने और भगवान शिव ने कहा, आने वाले कुछ आत्माएं वो तैयार होकर के आ रही है, उनके लिए काम करना है। तो तंत्र दर्शन अब जो देने का जो जो कर रही हूँ, प्रयास करने वाली हूँ आगे चल करके, आगे अगले 5-6 सालों में आप देखोगे, तो उन आत्माओं के लिए है जो तैयार होकर के आ रही हैं, और उनको गुरु की आवश्यकता होगी, क्योंकि घोर कलयुग आ रहा है। और घोर कलयुग में तंत्र का बहुत ज्यादा जो भ्रांति से भरा हुआ जो इमेज है वो प्रकट हो रहा है, तो उसको हटाने के लिए वो कार्य हो रहा है। ठीक है, अभी जो मेरे कुछ स्टूडेंट्स हुए हैं उनमें से कुछ लोग तैयार हुए हैं जो तंत्र को समझ पाएंगे। तो वेट टिल यू हियर तंत्र फ्रॉम मी, इट्स कमिंग। ठीक है ना? तो अभी तक तंत्र सीखा नहीं है। चलिए, जिसने, तो ये मैंने तुम्हें बता दिया। सॉरी, मैं चैतन्य चैतन्य में सत्संग में पूछ रहा हूँ, कोई बात नहीं है। सॉरी आई डिडंट एक्सप्लेन इन इंग्लिश, आई विल एक्सप्लेन इट नेक्स्ट टाइम, ओके? Ma is Shirodakshay Vishnu Paramatma. Yes, Shirodakshay Vishnu Paramatma. God within us. Yes. Ma, I am getting mixed up with Garbhodakshay Vishnu avatar. I think I will have to listen to today's class again. I will explain you in simple thing, Jayanti. So before the world is created, Bhagavan is there, right? Bhagavan. And then Bhagavan decides with his Maya, okay, let's create a world. So when he decides, okay, so to create the world, an ocean is there. It's like us when we decide. First, me and my husband were, me and our husband, okay, we two are together, nicely enjoying. Then we decide we have to multiply the world. We have to, we have to multiply our own world. We have to create. We have to have babies. Okay. So first we decide. So create a baby. That fertile land of is created in the mother's womb. Waters, Raja. Every month, the mother menstruates. And there are only certain periods of fertility. And in that fertile period, the father will plant his egg. The ova and the egg meet. And this ova and egg meet. And then the baby is created, and the baby is in the womb, right? So this is the process. And then the baby comes out of the womb. This is the process. So first there are only waters in which this consciousness, this Atma is now fertilizing. For 9 months it will be there. After 9 months, the baby will also come out. And then it will grow by itself. And the baby is carrying your DNA. Both the mother, fathers mix. Okay? So this is the same process in the creation of the universe. Bhagwan and Maya, Yoga Maya, chilling, enjoying. And they're like, let's create the world. Maya says, yes, Maya is the mother. Yoga Maya is the mother. Yes, let's create it. We'll make a nice, beautiful world, a nice home. We'll create animals, we'll create humans, we'll create mountains, we'll create trees, various trees, birds, butterflies, insects. Because when they do big work. They're not like us, one kid and we are tired already. No, they're enjoying their life. They're not worried about from where I'm going to provide. Maya is not asking, hey, if we have 10 children, who is going to provide? Are you going to provide? Bhagavan will say, my Vishnu will provide. Don't worry, my Vishnu is, I will make Vishnu work. Vishnu is having thousands of Lakshmis. So these two, they decide, okay, let's create. So then when they're creating, the first fertile portion is the causal ocean. And in that causal ocean, Brahmaji is created. And then, so that causal ocean is Karanodakshay Vishnu. Karan means cause, reason. So Vishnu was the reason to create this fertile land of ocean, filled with ocean, where now Brahmaji is going to come. This ocean is the Prakriti. Okay. So Karno Dakshay Vishnu. The one Vishnu who is living in this causal ocean is Karno Dakshay Vishnu. Then Brahmaji has come from that. Then Brahmaji is going to create another world. So Brahmaji has his own Shakti and Brahmaji is creating a Garbha. Brahmanda. Understand the word. Anda of Brahma. Anda means egg of Brahma. So he's creating a Brahmanda. How is a Brahmanda? Hiranyamai, golden. So in that Brahmand also, Brahmaji does not have any power of himself. In that Brahmand also, that Brahmand is going for another 1,000 years to mature. That egg is going to take 1,000 divine years to mature. So to mature, Vishnu is entering again. So that womb, that anda, that Brahmand is called as Garbha. So Garbho Dakshay Vishnu. Karno Dakshay Vishnu. Then Brahmaji's Garbha. Garbho Dakshay Vishnu. Shakti is everywhere, okay? She's doing it. But Garbho Dakshay Vishnu. So Brahmaji is taking care of everything. Then that Hiranya, the Garbha, will mature after 1,000 divine years. And then everybody will come out of that Like how the mother gives birth to the child after 9 months. Similarly, after 1,000 divine years, that womb, from the womb, thousands and millions of creatures are going to come out. And all of these creatures are now powered, given the power, the Shakti. And in all of these creatures, the main center is heart. So there, Vishnu is entering in the heart. He has divided himself now into so many living beings and non-living beings. So that Vishnu, Shiro Dakshay Vishnu, he's got it into this, divided into fragments. Shiro Dakshay Vishnu. So causal ocean, Vishnu, Karno Dakshay Vishnu, the Vishnu of the womb, Garbho Dakshay Vishnu, the Vishnu of the heart, Shiro Dakshay Vishnu. So this is how it is. Okay? I hope you understand. Still, listen to it again. Then comes Sai Lakshmi. Dear Ma, bhakti is not possible without gyan anyways. If there is perfect knowledge, then result is bhakti right now. Both are, when bhakti is there, gyan will come by itself. Only gyan, then it's very difficult. So yeah, but both are required, yes. At least this knowledge is required. Somebody is simple, they can't read the Bhagavad Gita or anything, Bhagavatam or anything. At least if they know one gyan, Ram Naam Satya hai, that's it. That's it. Their work is done. And they get faith in that word. Ram Nam Satya. The name of Rama is the only truth. If they just know this knowledge and they just repeat this over and over again. Ram, 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 Ram. Ram is going to make my life perfect. While I'm living, while I'm in, after this, done. So they don't have to study so much. Okay. So, but if there is perfect knowledge, then result is bhakti, yes. I was going to ask you, Sri Vidya is also bhakti, even though this is disguised, calling it tantra. I think this is good for people like me, because I need to be chanting or doing something to feel like I'm always doing something spiritual. I always still feel so surprised when you say, listen to gopis, and that's all you need to. Yeah, but yes, Sai, you have to always keep chanting, always keep chanting, always keep chanting. Gopis are doing their work and remembering God. And this is what Bhagavan has taught in Gita also. Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu maam anusmara yudhya maya arpit manobuddhir. So he says, under all circumstances, do your fight. Our fight is office, home. That's our fight, right? So he says, under all circumstances, tasmat sarveshu kaleshu maam anusmar. Remember me and do your fight. Carry on with your struggles. Maya arpit manobuddhir maameva shisina asanchaya. He says, put your mind and heart unto me. All your intelligence fixed onto me. Carry on with your struggles at all times. Just by leading a life like this, you will come to me. There is no doubt. So that's all we have to do. We do our work like the gopis. And our heart in love of Krishna. Our mind in service of Krishna. Our hands in service of Krishna. Nowhere any other process, it's so simple. So that's all you have to do. Okay. So with this, we will end up good questions, mind stimulating questions. So tomorrow we will cover up more things. Jai Ma, Jai Lalita Ambika, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Radhe Radhe.